Hi everyone, this is Mark Sussman with Parentipity, and today let's talk about how we can perhaps more effectively be able to give our children the messages in a way that will resonate better with them. And one way that you can do that is by trying to see things through their eyes. And I want to share with you a story that happened with me a few years ago that will bring this idea into focus. So when I was a child, when I was about 4 years old, at one point I was chased by a couple of dogs. And because of that, until today, when I come upon a dog that might not be on a leash that's running around, my old fear will kick in and those instincts kind of take over. And a bunch of years ago, I was visiting a friend who was in the hospital at the time. And when I got off the elevator on the floor that he was on, I looked to my left, and maybe about 20, 30 feet down the hall is a dog in the middle of the hallway, no leash, no one around him. The dog looks at me and immediately begins to run towards me. And my old fears kick in and I just immediately begin to run the other direction. And I'm looking for a door where I could get through. And I run to this door and I get there and I pull on the door and that door is locked. And now I know the dog is going to be upon me within a matter of seconds. So there was this kind of little wall there where there was like this play area for kids that might be coming to visit people in the hospital. And I tried to jump over that little wall, but my foot got caught on the table that was on the other side of that wall, and I went sprawling to the floor. And just as I sprawled to the floor, that's when the dog was passing by, and he stopped completely startled, staring at me as I'm lying there on the floor, looking at him in fear now, thinking, oh no. Now, he was a fairly small dog, let's just be clear about this. And he's looking at me, and he stares at me for a second, and then he just kind of looked at me, and he just sauntered off. And he almost had this look on his face like, I just wanted to play with you. Like, why'd you run? That's what he was really saying if he would be able to talk to me. And the reason I'm bringing that story up is the difference of what I saw and what he saw. Through my eyes, my old fear of being scared of a dog running kicked in, and I just started running. He saw somebody that he could play with. And actually what I found out afterwards is they bring these dogs into the hospital to play with the patients, and it has a tremendous effect on cheering up the patients and improving their mood and helps them heal and recover faster. So he actually is there to interact with the patients, and he probably just thought, here's another person to interact with. Through his eyes and through my eyes, we were seeing two very different things. And that's what I want to talk about when we go to talk and speak to our children. We are adults, and we see things a certain way, but our children perhaps sometimes see things in another way. Now, it doesn't always mean what they're seeing is correct, and sometimes we have to point them in the right direction or sort of refocus them. But when you go to speak to them or go to have conversations with them, if you can try for a minute just to get behind their eyes and understand what they are seeing and perhaps why they are seeing that, then you will better know how to have that conversation with them to be able to deliver the message that you need to deliver and have them understand what they need to understand, and then perhaps, point them in the right direction. So the idea of seeing things through their eyes is really important, and taking that brief moment to try to do that before you engage them in these conversations will make your ability to connect with them a lot better, a lot easier, and a lot simpler. So good luck connecting with your children. Everyone out there, have a great day. Try to see things through their eyes just a little bit more. And until we talk again, be well, be safe, and keep smiling.